Okay, I got my jig set up here to make these cuts, and use my sacrificial board here. Got another just piece of scrap that I cut. I didn't even check it. I just had to make sure it was smaller than this opening, using my kerf maker again. So I gave it some thought. I was thinking, well, what if I do it this way? I could have my fingers, you know, they'd be about the same distance away. But if I do it this way, I'm pulling the piece into the stop, so that if something would happen, my momentum for my fingers is going this way, away from the blade, not pushing into it. Or if I slipped and went, I don't want to do that. So I can hook my finger in here, pull the piece toward or away from the blade against the stop, and we should be good. So I'm not removing that much material. Let me see here. I don't know if I want to remove that much. I'm going to jog this over just a hair. And I think what I've got here is the short side. Yeah, that's just going to kiss that. Then when I reverse it, I'm going to take a little bit more material off of this one. So we'll see how this works out. Hopefully all of them will be cut a little thinner, you know, and I don't have to readjust. I just set my drill press up to cut these holes, what I thought was going to be on center, but when I went to double check, or not double check, just check, you can see that because you're facing them, reversing them, the error is doubled, and I was probably off a 32nd of an inch. So in order to correct that, I need these things to be perfectly lined up. So I'm going to have to drill this as a through hole and then plug the opposite ends here with a dowel. Now you can see I'm nice and flush here. So I just have to make sure and make a mark on these so that these two inside edges go with each other. I'll do the same with this pair, and then this will be my test block for mitering these corners. Anyway, I'm determining the length of my steel rod here, and I've got both pieces pushed into the rod, and it's a nice snug fit, and then they stopped. So I'm going to just go with that. What I did was I took this end and I stuck it into the wood block to find out that it was that far away from bottoming out, 0.39 inches. So I measured, like I had said earlier, I want 3 inches here. I measured from here to this first marker at 3 inches. Then I took my caliper here and pushed all the balls, I set it here and pushed them all up until I got approximately to that point right there. Took another block here, the thickness, put it right to the end there, and made my mark. So that's where I'm going to cut this particular steel rod, right there. Well, not bad. I wanted about 3 inches on each end, or on the end. I guess I'll put it that way. I've got just under, so you'd start your scoring that way, and bring them down to you this way until the game is over. So that is going to be slick. Here's one of the scorers with the clamps removed, but I haven't removed the glue yet or trimmed it up. Nor have I trimmed the dowels flush either. So that's a little bit of a before picture for you. And here's one that is taken care of and cleaned up. And it looks just fantastic. So I am very excited to get these things. I got to put some finish on the rest of this, and then once I get that done, I'll be able to show you. There's the end if you wanted to see that. I'll show you what they look like mounted on the table and how they'll work. A little update on my game room here. Finally got that light fixture put in. That turned out very well. Then over here is the shuffleboard table. Also got a couple of new stadium pictures. Got the 2 football stadiums there. We sit right in there somewhere. Anyway, here's how they turned out. Get the cover off. I've got them both on this end, but they fit equally well on either end. And drop on. Now I can store them right in here, in between the table and the side. And then when we get things set up, bring them out and hook them on. So it works very well. Game. So there you go. Store them away. Put the cover back on. And we're good to go. So that's my sports wall. All right, thanks for watching.